Hey Stoners, welcome to another edition of Sticks and Stones. I am your host, Brent Elrod, coming to you from the damp confines on the patio here at the No Shoes Bar and Grill, deep in the heart of the Republic of Texas. Yeah, I think it's kind of rained all day. It's not cold, as you can see. I'm short sleeves. And for those of you on the live stream, you can see that I am not adorned in my normal Pinto Ranch toasted palm Stetson hat. That's odd. That is because I am wearing my Freedom Fatigues desert camo U.S. flag cap, ball cap, not cowboy hat. And I'm sporting my Freedom Fatigues Second Amendment t-shirt. So I am out here in a t-shirt. So it's not cold, but it is damp. Go by and see the folks over at Freedom Fatigues. You can find a link to them on our website, sticksnstonez.com, sticksnstonez.com. And you can get a link over to their website. And if you use the code at checkout, Sticks-n-Stonez 20, all crammed together, you get 20% off. That's a great deal. Go over and check them out. Now, I have a great show lined up for you today. I am pairing a Romeo y Julieta 1875 Nicaraguan with Wolcott Bottled-in-Bond Bourbon. I think it's going to be a great matchup. So right after this, we are going to pop the cork, cut the stick, and get to toasting. Now, Romeo y Julieta 1875 Nicaraguan is a Nicaraguan Puro. It is a filler, binder, and wrapper, all from Nicaragua. It is actually rolled at the Plasencia Cigar Factory in Nicaragua. And I love Plasencia cigars. They are some of the most well-built, tastiest cigars on the market. They don't have a lot of different lines, not like a Rocky Patel or something like that, where they have this wide selection of different blends. They kind of stick to their core. Man, they sure do it really well. Now, this particular stick, there it is for those of you on the live stream. And if you are now listening to this in audio only, you're missing out on the live streams. Unfortunately, I am not very good at giving a lot of notice that I'm going to be on the live stream. But, hey, you gotta stay up with me. I move fast. So, anyway, this is a beautiful stick. It's kind of it's a light caramel color. It does have a slight oil sheen to it. It's got really tight seams, minimal veining, and overall, it is just very, very well constructed. I mean, what you would expect from a Romeo or a Plasencia, since it's basically both at the same time. So, on the nose, I get cedar and kind of a bread dough, or maybe even like fresh baked bread. A little bit of cocoa, and a hint of coffee beans. So let's go ahead and give this stick a cut and test out the cold draw. I am using my Cassetti multi-cutter, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to do something different, okay? I mean, this is just kind of all different today anyway. So I am going to use the guillotine part of the Cassetti cutter. That's something that I don't do a lot of guillotine cuts. I'm always afraid I'm going to cut off too much. But we're going to go ahead and give it a try here. Okay, that's not too bad. Not too bad. May have even went a little bit too far the other way. I'm not really sure, but we're just gonna roll with it. It's got a really, really easy draw to it. And I get like black pepper, leather, and something that I can kind of, I don't know, something like I'd say tea bags, but like, the tea that's ready to be brewed, whether it is in a bag or you buy it in bulk. Still, it's that's that smell that the tea leaves have after they do whatever they do to it, dry it or whatever. But that kind of aroma. I smoked one of these over the weekend, and it's a pretty good stick, but I don't want to steal all the thunder from the show. So, all right, moving on. Wolcott Bottled-in-Bond. For those of you on the live stream, there it is. It is distilled and aged by the Clear Spring Distilling Company in Bardstown, Kentucky. DSP KY12. I guess that's like having a social security number of 5. The Clear Spring Distilling is home to the Barton Distillery, which distills Barton and 1792 brands, and also produces Kirkland and Clark and Sheffield lines as well. To be bottled in bond, the spirit must comply with the 1897 Bottle and Bond Act, including being aged for at least 4 years, proof to 100 proof. Now, Barton does not disclose the mash bill, though it would be a fairly reasonable assumption that it is like the other core Barton brands that are thought to have a kind of a high rye mash bill, with rye making up somewhere between 15 and 25% of the grain blend. To be bourbon, it has to be at least 51% corn. So that leaves 50% left, and generally you put some malted barley in there somewhere. So 15 to 25% rye. Let's get some bottled up here. Here comes one of my favorite parts of the episode. Oh, that was a good one. That was a great cork pop. They scored points just on the cork pop right then. Let's do that again. That one's a little deeper. I've poured a little bit out of the bottle. All right. Now, give it a little swirl right here in the camera for the live stream. See, you people that are listening, you need to be catching these live streams. Visually, it is a kind of a golden honey brown. It's got pretty decent legs to it. Give it another swirl here. Yeah, it's got really good legs. There's a few short spots in there, but it's in the glass. It's decent. Now on the nose. It's got a really nice, subtle, aromatic sense to it. It's not overpowering. And I pick up notes of caramel and peanuts, and maybe a little bit of, kind of like a muddled mint, like you're going to make a mojito or something like that. You muddle the mint up. Now, on the palate. It's got some heat to it. You can tell it's 100 proof. It's not bad, but it does have some heat to it. Very approachable to be 100 proof. I do get quite a bit of spice, which is indicative of a higher rye count. But I also get some like vanilla swirled with oak, and maybe some hints of like dried apricots or something like that. The finish is kind of a medium length. It's got lots of really good vanilla and a decent dose of like oak and char, and just a little maybe hint of cinnamon, kind of at fleeting just as the finish wears off. So it's really got some good things going for it. we're gonna pair these together and see how they work together. All right. I am using my Rocky Patel Envoy 5 torch, as usual. I'm like, hey, if you're gonna do it, you might as well do it right, you know? Hmm. Good volume of smoke coming off the stick. I'm picking up a little tartness, kind of a lemony tartness, uh, kind of on the finish of the draw. I'm also getting some notes of like molasses, maybe some nuts in there, a little bit of black and white pepper, and there's also some hints of like graham cracker and a little bit of cedar. Starting off, it's got a pretty decent burn line. Looks like I did okay lighting it. That's usually the first thing I need to check, make sure I lit it okay. But yeah, it's a good stick. Let's try them together now. They do go pretty well together. Um, the Wolcott is bringing in the vanilla and the oak. It's kind of marrying up with the molasses and the graham crackers. I think it's going to be a pretty good pairing. We're going to see how it goes. And this is a really good stick for the price point. So I'm going to go ahead and burn this down to the halfway mark, and I will come back and give you an update. Hey, Stoners, I am back. Here at the half, the stick has kind of transitioned a little, and it's kind of offered up some milk chocolate and some like baking spice notes and a little bit of like sweet cedar. It's still blending very well with the kind of subtle palate notes on the Wolcott. This is a pretty decent pairing. I think they're going pretty well together. It's my first time trying the Wolcott, and it's okay. We'll see. We'll see. I'll just leave it right there. So, but I tell you what, I do love these 1875 Nicaraguans. This is a really, really good cigar from Romeo y Julieta / manufactured by Plasencia. So I'm going to go ahead and burn this down to the band, and I will come back and give you my final thoughts. Hey, Stoners, I am back. Not much change in the stick through the last half with the milk chocolate and some baking spices, a little cedar dominating. The Wolcott, it did its job. It's supported pretty much all the way through. I would give the stick, I'd give it an 85 matchsticks out of 100. It's a good cigar and a good price with excellent construction. It had some good flavor notes on the palate, but nothing that just blew me away. But it's a great cigar to keep in your humidor. It's a very easy smoking cigar. So, hop out on the back porch after you get home from work, have a smoke. It's a good 55, 60-minute cigar. This is, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, this is a Toro. It's their Toro for this particular purposes is a 6 by 50 on the ring gauge. So it's a little closer in representation of a Churchill, which I've never smoked a Churchill. I'm like, once you get over about 6.5 inches, that's too much for me. Even though it is 48 on the ring gauge. But anyway, like I said, really good cigar. I'd give it about an 85 matchsticks. The Wolcott, I'd give the Wolcott an 80. It had some really good notes in the profile, but they were really subtle. Hang on, let me try another little. I got a little bit that left in the bottom of the glass. Yeah, it's the palate is extremely subtle. Most of what you get is the 100 proof. And I don't mean that like, oh, it's just like knocking you over, but it's got a lot of spice in it, which is indicative of the high rye content. I expected it to be a little sweeter and be a little more flavorful. So I was a little bit disappointed from that end. But hey, I always tell people, these are my personal opinions, what I take out of trying these. You may try it and think it's wonderful. I tried it and I think it's good, you know. And I'll definitely drink it again. I rarely ever turn away whiskey. I've only poured out one bottle, and this is not near like that. I mean, this is a decent bourbon. I just was expecting a lot more flavor in the profile. So I hope you have enjoyed this episode as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. This has really been fun. Let me know your thoughts. Leave me some comments. I love seeing comments from you. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share the snot out of it. Share it everywhere you can, because I'm growing and I want to keep growing. I've got great things on the horizon. So I have some great pairings coming up. I have some new content coming up, and you can find me pretty much anywhere. You know, like I've said before, you can even find me on the Amazon store platform, Pandora, Spotify, Apple Podcast. Google Podcast is going away. I'm still over there, but early next year they are completely getting out of the podcasting thing. So I'm so in tune to saying all of these names that I'll have to stop myself. And iHeartRadio Sprecher. I really like, and I think I put too much. It's Sprecher. I'm really pushing Sprecher. So go sign up for one of their free accounts and subscribe to the show. Really do love those folks. You can even find the Sprecher audio of this on YouTube. So you go to the Sticks-n-Stonez YouTube account and you'll see when you're playing the episode, it'll just have the Sprecher logo with the title and everything of the episode, and you can sit there and listen to it on YouTube. So, hey, love that too. Go listen to us on YouTube. Go to our Amazon store. Go to the website. You go to the website, you can find everything that's related to us. Sticks-n-Stonez.com, STICKSNSTONEZ.com, all small letters, all one word. And there you can find the blog posts. I had a great blog post about whiskeys. As far as Christmas gifts, it's like not a top 10, but it's 10 whiskeys that you really can't go wrong buying for people. And that way you can go into the store with a little bit of information in your pocket, as opposed to just saying, hey, what would you recommend? And then, saying, well, the guy at the store told me. All of these are all of those 10 are whiskeys I have reviewed on this show. So you can go and it's got my palate notes, aromas, all that kind of stuff, a little bit about the, everything, just like I had done the review. I put all of it in one blog post. So you can go read it. You can even print it off, take it with you to the liquor store. So our affiliate partners, go see our affiliate partners. You can find all of them on the webpage. We Fanatics, Carhartt, Cigars International, Total Wine, Freedom Fatigues, Caliber Coffee. Caliber Coffee is great. If you have not tried it, go to the website, click on the icon for Caliber Coffee, and go order some coffee from those folks. It is wonderful. Guy used to own a coffee house, so I kind of know coffee too. And you all are getting brand new information at 21 minutes into the show. I hope you all stuck around. We have inked a deal to do affiliate marketing for Keeper's Heart American Irish Whiskey. There is nothing like it on the market. It is American whiskey made the Irish way. So you're getting kind of the flavor profiles of Irish, but you're also getting American in there too. I've got some samples coming, so I'm going to do some reviews for them. And I am very excited about this because I just stumbled up on it, and I was like, I have never heard of anything like this. And they were like this because nobody's doing it like this. So, Keeper's Heart, definitely need to watch for when I review that, and I'm going to start pushing them, and so I will have more details later. Until we get to spend more time together, which I thoroughly enjoy, keep your sticks dry, your stones cold, and have a great day.
I was born in a flood, made a mess in the mud, nothing left.